were challenged a little bit at the start there. What did you say to the girls at quarter time?
Well, we actually just spoke about it. Like, it was pretty calm, wasn't it? Like, you know, we hadn't been in that situation for a long time, so it was actually going to be really interesting to see, you know, what the group, how they felt, you know, and how they responded at that particular moment. And we knew the conditions were tricky, and that Essendon, you know, had the advantage with the wind in the first quarter. But it was really good for our players and our group to, you know, just have a reset, go, okay, that quarter's gone now. What do we have to do now to get the game looking more like a North game? And, you know, what do we need to do to, you know, respond? And I thought then the second quarter they responded really, really well.
And what do you think Essendon brought in that first quarter that took away your game?
Oh, look, their pressure was really high. We looked at that. You know, I think they were going at, you know, 2.4, you know, for the quarter. Our pressure wasn't where we'd like it to be. We were also down below the twos, where, you know, generally we're up there as well. So they did sort of strangle us a little bit around the contest. There was a lot of bobbling ball, you know, like missed handballs, tackle, missed handball. So the game, it wasn't really sort of breaking open, the ability to go from inside to out. And again, I think the tricky conditions probably contributed to that as well. But at the same time, they got the ball forward and looked dangerous as well. So to Essendon's credit, they made it a really hard-fought contest right throughout the whole game. And they probably at times felt like the game looked like the way they wanted it to look, and they were taking away some of the aspects that, of how we want the game to look and what we do when we play well.
They put a tag straight away on Ash Riddell. Were you surprised by that?
Yeah, well, they tagged a few actually. So they put a tag straight onto Ash. They had a negating forward, you know, going with Carnes. They were putting a little bit of time into this one, all right, as well. So, you know, they planned really well. They obviously had some thoughts around trying to take away a couple of you know, in particular, the impact of certain players. And that's where the beauty of our group is that then others stand up and those players all fought through those situations. I still felt like Emma Carney still had an impact on the game, Ash Riddell and Blah. So, and then others responded and lifted around that.
Blaithin, how did you find today's game? It was tricky conditions?
Yeah, I don't know if you see in the camera, but it was very like a swirling wind. It's very hard to read it, but yeah, we knew that once we had the win in the second quarter that we could use it a bit better. We probably didn't use the conditions or played it in conditions in the first quarter, but yeah, as Croc said, we were calm after the first quarter, and we knew that we trusted our own game plan, trusted each other to fight through it.
You used the conditions in your set shot on the goal in there. Was it the last quarter?
Last quarter, just set it up in the breeze.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about you and what you bring to the game that makes you able to do those things?
Oh, I don't know. Croc's help, I think. Croc has put a lot of time and effort into my kicking a lot, and even just running patterns and things like that. So, yeah, it's just you only get on the ball when you're running the right patterns and things like that. So, yeah.
Bly has worked extremely hard. Like a lot of people, I think a lot of people externally think that we've only just plucked her out of Ireland, you know, recently out of a little town called Tempo up in County Fermanagh. But, you know, she spent, you know, the whole year with us last year and had to just bide her time and learn the game and learn the fundamentals and, you know, learn her role. We absolutely had a role earmarked for her. And, you know, to Blaithin's credit, she's just, you know, worked on that, learnt how to play it, and now she's reaping the benefit of probably over 12 months of really hard work and another pre-season, you know, just recently. So it's all credit to her, but, you know, I also think our program has supported her with her development as well.
Like you said, like people think you've just come out of nowhere, but hearing that you've put in a lot of time and effort to get to where you are, how good does it feel to actually see the rewards coming now in your games?
Yeah, obviously it's nice to get a bit of recognition, but at the end of the day, it is a team sport, and like I just want the team to keep winning. Just thankful to still be on the side. So, yeah, if I can just keep playing my role, I'm happy enough.
And you signed a new contract during the week.
Yeah.
You must be pleased with that, to be staying at North Melbourne.
Another year, Darren Crocker.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're ecstatic to have Blair here for another year. We know the challenges, having gone across to Ireland and seen, the little villages where a lot of the girls come from, and leaving their family and friends and a sport over there to come, around the world and play a sport that's foreign to them. It can have its challenges, but at the same time, Blaithin's fitted into our environment so well, and we're really pleased that she's decided to continue on with us.
And back to today's game, Eilish Sheeran probably had her best game for you guys so far.
Yeah. Miss Fix It for us at the moment. Like we're 1 minute serve, she's playing down half back, and when Jazz Garner went out of the side with her ankle injury the other week, she then went into the midfield as an inside mid, up on the wing last week as well. So, yeah, she just brings great versatility to us. But I think the versatility is on the back of just what a competitor she is. She brings great intent and, plays with a real robust approach to things. So we've loved having Eilish serve become part of our team.
And Erica O'Shea was a laid out. Are you able to give us some information on
Yeah, Erica just pulled up a little bit aware of a hamstring last week, and so nothing more sinister than just awareness, and just her strength was down, and we just felt like it was just too big a risk at this time of year. So she just got managed. She did a session today and a controlled session today at Arden Street, and she said she felt really good. So, we just didn't feel like there was the need to take the risk.
And how's Alice feeling?
Alice is feeling better. She was here today. She was at training yesterday. She's getting back up and about, Alice, which is good after a couple of nights in hospital of some rest and recovery. And she'll get another scan next week, and hopefully we get a little bit more information about how it's coming along.
And how was Emma King after her first game back?
Yeah, Kingy was obviously really excited to serve, to come back into the team. She's had to bide her time again on the back of a fairly interrupted pre-season. And the team performing so well and so many players playing their role. It's a bit of a waiting game. Kingy had to sort of just keep working on building her fitness and her match conditioning. Bring her weapons, and I thought that she did really well today for her first game back.
And finally, Woody said that she looked into the stand and it was half blue and white and half red and black. Were you impressed with the turnout of the North supporters today?
Yeah, obviously support always spurs you on, so anytime we got a tackle or a goal, you could hear the crowd, so it definitely lifted our spirits, I think, after the first quarter. Yeah,
it's a great atmosphere, as windy as it was, and how the elements obviously affected probably the aesthetics of the game itself. We played here last year in front of, I think, 4,500 people, and I don't know how many were here today, but it does have a really great feel to playing footy here. Thanks, Phoebes. Good on you.